Welcome to the Core State Center in Philadelphia, where tonight it's a great matchup of inside power as San Antonio Spurs All-Star Tim Duncan meets Philadelphia 76er Dream Teamer Derek Coleman. It's next on the Spurs Television Network. The biggest assignment of anybody in the gym tonight. He has to match up with the answer, maybe the quickest guy in the history of the NBA, Allen Iverson.
You know something, and Allen should have a little chip on his shoulder right now, too, because he hasn't been playing well in the last two basketball games, getting 4 points against Detroit and also 17 against the New Jersey Nets. So the important factor for him is that he's going to have to try to take it, and the Spurs are going to have to make sure and have a good defensive outing against Allen Iverson.
For Larry Brown, he will start Allen Iverson at point guard. Brian Shaw will start at the big guard. David's quickness coming over to block the shot was Theo Ratliff. He's the NBA's fourth best shot blocker. Iverson back out to Brian Shaw. Brian, not much of an outside shooter. That ball was tipped in by Tim Duncan. He knocked it in his own basket. Yep. That's going to be a tough cover. He blocked his shot. But did Ratliff come over? He got it cleanly. Popovich complaining he thought it was a goaltend. Iverson pops. And the Sixers have it down to 8-4 row. Left block. Was this clean?
Let's take a look at this, see what's happening. Oh, that was nice, though. Oh, I think that was nice. He was up there, too, now. I don't think the ball started on the downward arc so far.
Pretty close. Now, does Jaren charge here?
Now, this is where Avery Johnson becomes very, very important in getting the Spurs some opportunities. Shots. He's right there to scoop up everything else.
Allen Iverson scores over Jaren Jackson.
Just have to be aware right now when they increase it full court to be able to alertly take care of it.
Allen Iverson scoring better than 20. As you know, overall, it's 45% this season.
He's trying to get back on track, Greg. He hasn't had good games the last couple, so now he's trying to get his points on.
Oh, Tim Duncan with a left hand, a beautiful spin move. The NBA, didn't he?
And he uses them well.
He's out of the game now. Iverson scores as he was fouled by Reggie Geary.
And, of course, his intensity is heightened, and the Spurs don't have the guard play.
David could not get a good read on it. They throw it away. Iverson, boy, is he in a hurry. What a play by Allen Iverson. Have you ever seen a guy go that fast from the free throw line in the backcourt all the way to the goal?
That's exactly right, Greg. The speed at which he got to that end of the bucket of them made a one-handed play to hit that scoop shot. Super talent.
I mean, you've seen some of the guys play in this league's history. People like Bob Cousy and Nate Archibald. Charlie Crist was very quick with Atlanta. Spud Webb. Look at that roll.
He's moving. He's moving, and also moving with a purpose, too. Cutting in and cutting through, getting right down the middle, and using that one-handed finish.
People can just run up the floor. 12 points for Iverson. Tim Duncan exploding to the basket. He was a regular at the Dome for most of the early year. Then he went to the CBA. As Iverson continues to break the Spurs down. Although Iverson has not picked up an assist yet, Roe, he has scored 14 points. That's not going to make Larry Brown happy as Duncan scores. You cannot just throw the ball away like that if you want to play for Larry. But the young man, I suggest you pick up a Sports Illustrated Reggie Geary. And Allen, learning to play defense in the NBA on the ball, hung with him for a while, and the reach and foul was called.
So the guys are able to execute.
Iverson has 4 seconds. He only needs 4 tenths. And with 3 tenths, Coleman able to put it back in. San Antonio Express News. Tim Duncan 5 of 8 in the first quarter to score his 12. Spurs shot 52% to Philly's 50 into Chicago. Here's Monty Williams, Rowe. Into Tim Duncan, he scores, and he'll go for a 3-point play. Derek Coleman has to get out of the lane there before a 3-second call. Iverson by Geary. Boy, he's fun to watch, isn't he?
He didn't understand exactly what was going on. Now, when Allen gets the ball in this type of pace, you got a foot race going. Reggie Geary actually gets back, but he has just too much moves in order to execute.
With these 5 guys out there, you have Del Negro and Jaren Jackson in the backcourt, Rose and Monty Williams up front with David. Iverson got out of that somehow, and Tim Thomas gets a dunk, and Popovich thinks it had to be a violation.
By Eric Snow.
Joe Smith goes up. If we have time, we're going to show you that Iverson play. It certainly looked as though Iverson went up the Iverson play here. Let's see.
He's strong. He's looking all around. Now he's saying, oh, yeah, I got him. I got him. Jumps up here and listen. Oh, no. Look at him. Look.
He went up and down. He went up and down. Timeout, Spurs. How badly the Spurs performed on Wednesday down the stretch in the fourth quarter. against Detroit without Avery on the floor. Derek Coleman, a three-pointer.
Always dangerous when you have a multi-skilled guy like that picking the ball up and shooting at the three-point line.
Another scrappy rebound pulled by Joe Smith. 1 minute and 7 seconds to play in the half. The Spurs, who led by 10 a moment ago, are up by 9. Iverson makes it 7, and I have no idea how. What did he do?
That was a tremendous split. He split the first one to get the ball there, then he split at the basket. My goodness.
You know what's great about that drive, bro? He had no idea how he was going to finish it until he did it.
Very true. All of it came just very, very natural.
20-second timeout called by Pop. Now watch this. Iverson's just going to go in here and feel what the defense gives him.
Watch the split, though. He gets the first split here, then he splits both the players going right to the bucket. Tremendous play. Tremendous play. He's constantly looking up. We're all thinking he's going to make a pass, but he doesn't do just that. He just continues to flow and puts it right up off the glass. That's one of the most talented guys, and this is the mode in which he's most comfortable in right there, though, Greg, in scoring.
52-44, Spurs. Iverson, another foray to the goal. They need him with more resistance now, but he still gets it done, getting himself on the line. Then you're going to have to take on more responsibility.
Not only does he go to the basket hard, but he splits, makes two splits right here. The first one goes to the second one and smoothly finishes with a nice floater off the glass right there in the Spurs. Also with Avery Johnson being out, is still moving the ball very, very smoothly, as catching Tim Duncan flying through the air and getting a nice dunk.
Duncan led the Spurs with 15 points. Iverson, though, led all scorers. He scored 20. It's going to be interesting to see who sticks around with those teams. They could all go to new locales. Duncan up over Joe Smith, got his own miss, goes up and gets the basket, and he'll go for a three-point play. Yeah, we have 5 #1 draft picks on the floor right now. Philadelphia has 3 of them. 1 points. See if Iverson just goes wild. What a nice play, getting it inside to Derek Coleman, the foul-troubled Ratliff. Oh, man. Duncan blowing by Tim Thomas, and Tim Thomas is known as one of the quickest big guys in the NBA. He got cooked. Basketball will continue after this message from Southwest Airlines.
Yeah.
Let's not get carried away. Duncan, another block. He got Iverson. Iverson takes the baseline, comes out the weak side.
Pure talent, baby, pure talent, taking it to the bucket.
Rugged Pacers on Sunday afternoon. Tim Duncan, nice play. Late morning game back in South Texas, 11:30 tip-off on Sunday. Allen Iverson gets the roll. Duncan, the bank, make it 12 out of 13. And Negro, Duncan's going to repost. Look at those mitts to grab that pass. As that ball was a tough get, he had to reach down and pick it up and called a charge. Iverson, after a 20-point first half, only had 4 in the third quarter. A quarter that saw the Sixers be outscored 35-14. He's going to pull his Dennis Rodman here. Philadelphia, they've handled the East, but now they're going to get a couple of beasts from the East. Sunday, they'll be in Indianapolis to take on the Pacers.